Right, Sean, thank you very much indeed for giving up of your time. I know you're in Cape Town. Storm Brasco gets the ball rolling at Turffontein on Saturday. And, of course, just the one run behind Shampimpi. I think that form line could be okay.
Yes, Andrew, I haven't had a good look at the form line, but just as far as he goes, he definitely would have needed that run a bit and the experience. I'm hoping that he'll appreciate the trip around the turn, and he's got a reasonable draw. So, yes, I'm expecting improvement, and yeah, he should be running on a little stronger this time.
Okay, very important runner on your day is Lady Greensleeves in the Sean Tarry Racing Proprietary Limited. She's earned 4 stake checks in her last 4 starts and her last run behind Minogue. Doesn't look that strong, but she looks to be reliable.
She's running well, and it seems an open race to me. I know they have her at the top of the boards. I don't know if I'd be charging in, but she certainly has a decent each-way chance. She's backed up by the stable companion, Sylvan Lady, who is coming off a break. And I would hope she can give me a similar run to her debut run. I thought it was quite nice, maybe even a little bit closer.
Okay, super. Then into a very small race where there's a very highly thought of individual in Champagne Cocktail. You've got October Fair, who's won her 2 races. And, she finished 6.5 lengths behind Godspeed, but her previous start in June was a very, very good one. What are you thinking about her second run after the break?
Obviously, 1200 was too sharp for her. The ground was quite firm, and she needed the run. So I think there is definitely good improvement expected. I would prefer a mile on the inside course, but we can't be too picky. Obviously, a very tough nut to crack in the race. But I do think if they don't go an honest pace, which they don't normally do in a field of this size, that October Fair will be running on very, very nicely.
Super. Then Mrs. Browning, she's a high-class filly. Obviously, she's running against some decent sorts, not least of all the one that comes back from a break, Burnett and Simple. But she looks to have way above average claims on a merit rating of 103 at level weights.
I think this is the right race for her, and she's got us a little confused, this filly, because she was a little bit flat in the 1200 and didn't show a lot of pace. And when we stepped her up last time, she just did way too much. So I think it's probably up to her if she can race smoothly and have the right demeanor on the day. I think she's got a good chance.
Terrific. Then Sister Light, who hasn't been seen out since June, and Billy Spellbound, who's the mount of Calvin Habib, also take to the track, and she hasn't been seen since March.
Well, Sister Light is having a prep run. She's lined up for a feature in the middle of November. I am expecting a decent run, even though it is over a distance short of her best, but this should bring her to her peak fitness for her run next month. And Billy Spellbound is a decent horse. He needed to be gelded. He's had lots of time. After that gelding, he's got a good draw. This distance may be a little on the sharp side, and it is a competitive race. But I do expect him to be running strongly.
Sean, I'm very excited about Jordan because I remember doing the interview with you right at the beginning of his career. He's continued to show improvement. He was emphatic last time out. And even though the form looks strong from one perspective, the jury may be out on who he beat last time out.
Yes, I agree with you, Andrew. The water does look a little muddy in terms of how that form line will turn out. But what I do like about him is that the time off certainly helped him. We felt he may need the run, and he put it to bed in the manner of a decent horse. However, he's running 9 days later. We're coming from the Ball Classic to the inside course, and just the fact that it is a little bit of a rush is a question mark for me. I have, obviously thought about it and just feel that I need to know where we are if we're going to progress into the Dingon. And yeah, well, you'll have to stand up and you know, say that he is actually good enough. You'd have to beat a field like this convincingly, and I actually have respect for quite a few of them in the race.
All right. Well, as a racehorse trainer, I know you're involved in marketing, veterinarian, psychology, feed orders, a million different things. We thank you for joining us on a Zoom call, taking time out of your day. Greatly appreciated, Sean.
Thank you, Andrew.
All the best. Cheers, boy.
Ciao, bud.